Hey everybody, so woke up to bad news today. Freaking Eric Singleton goes in the portal. Damn. Obviously, bad news. Eric Singleton has been our best receiver for the past 2 years, ever since he was a true freshman, and it's going to be a huge loss. Whatever people say about, oh, well, this and that, we'll be all right without him. It's a huge loss. It really sucks. It really is. And, you kind of hope that Brent Key, well, the way things are going with the program, I mean, we're trending up and up and up. So, this isn't like a couple years ago where, say, like Jahmyr Gibbs, he leaves for Alabama because, Jahmyr Gibbs leaves because we were a horrible program. We were headed in the wrong direction. We lost almost every game. And it was, clear that the leadership was bad and there was just not much going right with the team. That's not the case here, obviously. Brent Key, obviously has this program going in the right direction. Things are going well. Things are trending upward. So this isn't a Jahmyr Gibbs type situation. So then why is he leaving? Well, obviously, I don't know. All I can do is guess. Well, the first thing could be money. Now, we were already paying him quite a bit of money. We were paying him quite a bit to retain him because obviously, players start playing really well and then their name gets hot and he's been contacted. He said himself last season, he had been contacted by tons of different schools, offering him all kinds of money. Against the rules, I might add. Well, we're paying him quite a bit. And that's what you really should do. When you have a roster, you should spend most of it on your guys that are on your roster that have already committed to you, that are producing, that are a good commodity, rather than a transfer portal or recruit, which may or may not work out. You have a guy on your roster that is working for you. That's who you're going to want to keep. That's who you're going to want to retain. And we weren't able to retain Singleton, unfortunately. So it could be that it's a matter of money. Schools are offering more than we're willing to pay him, which I imagine that we would be willing to pay him the maximum amount that we're able to. Could be that it's very possible that, the amount of money that another school is willing to pay him is much higher than what, the maximum amount we're able to pay, which makes sense. I just don't see us, holding back or saying, well, this school's offering him all kinds of money and we could give him a raise, but probably not worth it. Probably just going to get someone else. See, I just don't really see that being the case. I imagine they're probably going above and beyond what Tech can do. Because like I said, it's important to try to retain guys on your roster that are proven, commodities, and for a fact are good players. Another thing that it could be. So this is a problem specific to Georgia Tech. Is in year 3, junior year, which is what Eric Singleton will be, every student has to take calculus. And it doesn't matter what business major you are, all of them have to take calculus. And it's pretty rigorous. And, you got to be, It's just no getting around it. We don't have basket weaving classes like, these other programs do. And look, I'm not bragging or nothing. I wish we had basket weaving classes. I really do. I wish it wasn't an issue. But that's the thing, is when students reach their third year at Georgia Tech, you're going to see some of them leave because, they're not going to want to take that calculus class. They might not pass it. I'm not saying that's what happened with Eric Singleton per se, but he is going to be a junior, and he would have to take calculus. Now he doesn't. Now he can go to wherever, LSU, he won't have to worry about classes. I'm not saying he's going to LSU. In fact, I don't know what school he would be going to. I think Ole Miss had reached out. I'm sure Tennessee would want it. Probably an SEC school somewhere down here south. So I'm just throwing that out there. Calculus is coming up for Eric Singleton. It could be that. It could be at least a big factor. And that's just the reality of Georgia Tech right now. I hope one day we can get some basket weaving classes for these players to take so that we don't have to worry about grades in school and shit. Or maybe one day the school will just, or the sport in general, will just move away from the athletes being students, and they'll just be employees, which is not in the spirit of college football, but whatever. So, I'll be keeping an eye out. Probably make a video when he does announce his freaking next destination. Where will it be? I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. Won't be Georgia. Sorry. Mutts. He's not going there. He's a Tech man. So, I can tell you one thing. He will not be going to the University of Georgia. I got a ton of comments last time that Ja entered the portal. Jahmyr Gibbs and all the Dog fans were saying he was coming there, and of course he didn't, because why would you do that? It's a bad idea. Nobody wants to play for Georgia and their crappy quarterbacks. So I will definitely keep an eye out. This is a huge loss. Our receiving portal going forward, I mean, I think Abdul Janae's in the portal too, which he was a really good blocking receiver, not necessarily pass catching. But we're going to need a bit of an overhaul, because we're losing Malik Rutherford. He's a senior this year. I'm trying to think who else we're going to lose. But, that's the main thing. We're going to be kind of looking at going forward. We're going to be looking at Bailey Stockton. We lose Leo Blackburn. That's another one, although he didn't really play. He was kind of one with a lot of potential that just never lived up to it. And I'm trying to think of who our receivers are going to be going forward. Zion Taylor, you're going to probably be looking at a lot of the young guys having to step up. And I really hope we get one or two out of the portal this year. I really do. Our receivers, they have been better towards the end of the year, but they were disappointing this year. They were dropping passes and just not living up to their potential. Oh, we lose Jace Lane too. Yeah, so, it's kind of coming back to me. But we're like, our freaking receiving core needs some major work for sure this offseason. So that'll be something that I'm, looking at very closely. We got Haynes King coming back next year. Receivers should want to play with him, because he's a good freaking quarterback. And hopefully we can get this turned around. But this is definitely a huge blow. Really sucks. So, Eric Singleton, miss you. Wish you the best. Unless for some dumbass reason you decide to go to Georgia. I don't think that's happening, though. Anyway, peace. Freaking go Jackets, and I'll see y'all next time.